1, 2, 3. How Warner Bros. Discovery is ruining DC movies, and why fans are demanding the SnyderVerse back. The SnyderVerse has been a hot topic among fans ever since Zack Snyder's Justice League was released on HBO Max. Fans have been clamoring for the restoration of the SnyderVerse, even suggesting it to be licensed to Netflix, which would allow Snyder to complete his vision for the DCEU. However, despite the overwhelming support from fans, Warner Bros. And DC seem determined to reboot with James Gunn and Peter Safran's DCEU, a reboot already surrounded with controversy and drama. Hey, Kevin here and welcome back to Geeking Around. I'm filling in for Lewis Michael once again. If you're a fan of Zack Snyder and his SnyderVerse, check out our playlist about the director and the DCEU. Since Zack Snyder stepped down as the director of the DCEU, almost all of the movies in the franchise have been box office disappointments. Even the recent Shazam! Fury of the Gods has made less money than Marvel's worst performing movie, Morbius. This underscores the importance of Snyder's vision and his ability to draw in audiences with his unique storytelling and visual style. Many fans believe that restoring the SnyderVerse could be the key to saving the DCEU from its recent string of failures. The reboot of DCEU began with a lot of drama and controversy when James Gunn, the new co-head of DC Studios, made the decision to let go of Henry Cavill as Superman. This move was highly criticized by fans and critics, who were excited to see Cavill reprise his role as the iconic superhero. The decision sparked speculation about the future of the DCU and its direction under Gunn's leadership. Many fans have expressed disappointment in the decision and are calling for the studio to reconsider their choice. Despite not working for WB since stepping down in 2017, Warner Bros. And DC continue to use Zack Snyder, SnyderVerse fans, and now Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as scapegoats for their own bad decisions. Additionally, if James Gunn's upcoming Superman movie were to underperform, it is almost guaranteed that Warner Bros. And DC will shift the blame to SnyderVerse fans, even though Gunn himself claimed that SnyderVerse fans are a minority in the larger DC fan community. It's becoming increasingly clear that instead of taking responsibility for their own poor decision-making and lack of creativity, Warner Bros. And DC are quick to throw others under the bus. The truth is, the so-called real DC fans who criticize SnyderVerse fans for not supporting other DC movies are the ones who are failing to show up at the box office for these films. Perhaps it's time for Warner Bros. And DC to listen to the fans and restore the SnyderVerse, rather than blaming others for their shortcomings. The SnyderVerse should be restored because despite not reaching WB's high expectations, the movies still perform well at the box office, and their home media sales top the charts. The SnyderVerse is what makes the DCEU the 9th highest grossing franchise, and Zack Snyder's Justice League was one of the top viewed movies on HBO Max. The merchandising did well too, during a time when even Star Wars merch wasn't doing so great. Fans are craving to see more of Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot. And recently SnyderCon 2, a 3-day charity event, sold out of tickets in less than 10 minutes of going on sale, despite tickets being over $100 each. Yet another proof of how passionate SnyderVerse fans are not just for Snyder's films but also for a good cause. If WB and DC had stuck to Zack Snyder's original plan, it could have been an even bigger franchise. Restoring the SnyderVerse would also show that the studios are listening to their fans and respecting the director's artistic vision. It's clear that the SnyderVerse has a dedicated fanbase and that restoring it would bring more viewers and revenue to the franchise. How do you feel about the way WBD has been handling DC movies in recent years? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button for more videos. And check out our playlist for all things SnyderVerse, DCEU and DCU. Check out all the cool links in the description, like Geeking Around Network, where you can find even more content. Geeking Around merch at Teespring for t-shirts, hoodies, and more. If you like to support the channel, become a Patreon and get members-only perks. Also check out Lewis Michael Comics Kira, a Star Wars story in Castle Lugburz. If you like to follow Lewis Michael, look for him on Twitter, link is in the description. This has been Kevin, and as always I'll see you next time. Bye.